Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I don't know why I'm so intrigued by this Howard University and Tyrone Hankerson scandal that's going on up there in motherfucking DC. But I am. And in this video, I'm back and forth, back and forth. Oh, she didn't know. Oh, she did know. Then somebody leave a comment, and I'm like, yes, she did know. And then somebody leave another comment, and I'm like, oh, maybe she didn't know. In this video, I'm gonna let y'all know whether or not I think he knew or didn't know. I'm gonna tell y'all my reasoning why behind why I think how I came to that conclusion. We also gonna talk about financial aid, and we're also gonna discuss the work study student program. Quick just rundown for y'all who don't know. Tyrone is a student at Howard University in DC. Basically, long story short, the motherfucker said that he stole up to $429,000. He did an interview with Roland Martin. It wasn't that he stole $400,000 from what he said. It was the money that was given to him over a span of time, I think 6 or 7 years. And that was the money that was given to him, for financial aid, loans, grants. He was an employee. I still don't know if he was an employee or a work study student. Because you're a work study student, you're not really considered an employee of the university. That's the first motherfucking thing. The $400,000. He said it wasn't $429,000. He said it was about $400,000, and that was because of tuition fees. He was an employee of the university. He was a student. He studied abroad. Because he was an excellent student, they gave him extra grants and stuff like that. Whatever. Okay, so let's go into this. The work study student program. The work study student program is a program for students at the university. It's something basically it's a program that helps students, basically make a little bit of extra money on the side and still be able to, focus on their classes. You don't have to go out and try to find a real job, You can get a job on campus, whether it be in the financial aid office, the library, the student center, the cafeteria, wherever there are positions open, They give this department a certain amount of money, and depending on the money that they receive or the money that they give them, they break that down into, okay, we can hire this amount of students. We need these positions filled. The work study student program, it's basically school comes first, work comes second, and your work study student job has to go around your school schedule. So whenever you don't have class, you can go to work. Now, when I was in the work study student program, I worked in the financial aid office. The financial aid office at Texas Southern University, and we got paid $10 an hour. From what I understand at the time, the financial aid office, if you were a work study student in the financial aid office, you got paid the most money. So all the motherfuckers on campus wanted to work in the financial aid office because you got paid $10 an hour. Other places, I think, probably got paid $9 and $8 or whatever the case may be. So I was a work study student program. I was part of the work study student program. I worked in the financial aid office. I got paid $10 an hour. Now, when you're on the work study program, you are only allowed to work up to 20 hours a week. No more than 20 hours a week. And everything has to be around your school schedule. So you cannot work during your scheduled class time. Even if your teacher canceled class that day, you were still not supposed to go to work because it was still a scheduled class time. So what happens is they give you this money, and when you get your award letter is going to have all the stuff that you've been awarded. Your subsidized loan, your unsubsidized loan. Your who the fuck is that? These motherfuckers stay putting shit through my motherfucking door. These motherfucking restaurants, that shit scared the shit out of me. Hold up. These motherfucking restaurants stay putting shit in my goddamn door. That shit scared the shit out of me. Anyways, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. So anyways, you're given an award letter. Girl, let me take a drink, bitch. That shit just made my nerves bad, bitch. I didn't know what the fuck was at my door. So whenever you receive your award letter, it'll say, you know, like the unsubsidized, subsidized loan, Pell Grant, whatever grants you receive, scholarships, whatever. And then if you're a part of the work study program, and whenever you fill out your FAFSA, it usually says, do you want to participate like in the work study program? You put yes or no. And of course, if they either have the money or they have the, you know, the position available for you, they'll say, hey, so. Anyway, so it'll say work study program, and whatever the dollar amount is, it may be $2,500, it may be $3,000. I'm not sure if every student received the same amount, but I would probably guess that everybody receives around the same amount, you know? I don't know if they just say, okay, you can hire 10 people and break this $20,000 between these 10 people or what. I don't know. So you may say they may give you $3,000. And so the semester starts in August. So the school starts August, September, October, November, December. So say, for example, they give you $3,000. If you use that full $3,000 up by November, then you don't go to work anymore because you've used up the money that they gave you for that program, for your job. If you use up your money, all of your money by September, then that means you don't go to work in October, November, December. So whatever dollar amount that they give you, once that money is gone, it's gone. If you don't use all of your money, it's not like they're gonna cut you a check. This ain't no PTO with no job where, you know, if you quit or get fired, they give you your PTO. It ain't none of that. It ain't no shit like that. So if they give you $3,000, I'm spitting. If they give you $3,000 and you only use $1,000, then bitch, you just use $1,000 and you ain't getting the other $2. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that works. When I worked in the financial aid office, all I did was file papers. I didn't have access to any of the computers as far as like student files, basically. You know, we could get on a computer, but we didn't have access to student files, student records. So I just filed papers all day. And, you know, for the first month or two, you know, usually it's busy. Because, you know, that's when school first starts. You know, everybody's trying to get their shit situated. And, you know, after that, it pretty much kind of slows down. So even when it slowed down, you know, I would still go to work. I just would. But you just go to work and you just sit there and you study. That's what it really comes down to. You know, I look for niggas online. Where you at? You know, you in a business building? Ooh, I'm going to be over there in a little bit. What floor you going to be on? So anyways, we, oh, I used to do some hoish shit back in the day. But anyways, so yeah, so that's how that worked. Financial aid. Whenever you start receiving financial aid, I don't know if people know this or not, you can max out of loans and grants, which means once you get to a certain dollar amount, you're no longer eligible to receive loans or grants. In my case, I started school, and I'm not making excuses. You know, I've told y'all plenty of times I haven't finished. I still have 15 hours left. But, you know, when I first started school, I was going through the motions of me being gay. I really didn't have the guidance that I needed, that I should have had. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not making excuses, and I'm not putting this blame on anybody. But I didn't have the guidance that I needed. I didn't have anyone to really just tell me, bitch, get your head in them motherfucking books. So eventually I dropped out, got back in school, dropped out, got back in school, dropped out. But I was close to a financial aid counselor. So anytime I got back in school, she always made sure that I had a work study job. Because I was always dropping out of school because I was making, I just got a job making $9, thought I was rich. I just got a job making $11, thought I was rich. I just got a job making $13, thought I was doing something, girl. So anyways, I was in and out of school. But every time I would get back in school, my counselor, who was kind of like a mother figure to me, she was an older lady. She was like a mother. I wouldn't really. She was like a friend, but she was older than me. She was more just. She was trying to make sure I got on the right path. She would give me advice. Like I remember when I first decided to move off campus. She was like, "You don't need to move off campus. You need to stay your ass on campus because you're gonna get wrapped up into these bills." Which she was right. I thought I was grown and thought I knew more than everybody. You know, when I decided to move, I ended up moving off campus to my own apartment that was right behind the campus, but nonetheless, it was off of campus. It wasn't considered TSU's property or anything. And then I eventually ended up moving to the other side of town, to the southwest side of town. She was like, "You do not need to move that far. You need to stay your ass over here." Moved to the other side of town, dropped out of school. Anyway, so I was in and out of school, but anytime I got back in school, she always made sure I had a work study job. And it was always in the financial aid office. And I was always her work study student. So anyways, basically it got to the point where, I was in and out of school. I started running out of money because I was always taking out money that I did not need. So even if they were giving it to me, even if I was only taking 9 hours that semester, they may say, "Okay, you can get $5,000 this semester," but instead of me saying, "Okay, just give me what I need for my classes," I want the full $5,000 because I'm trying to get a refund check. So it eventually got to the point where I was running out of money. I was maxing out. And she was telling me, but of course I wasn't listening to her because I thought I was grown. I thought I knew everything. Like I said, she used to always feed me. Whenever I didn't have money, she made sure I ate. She let me borrow money, all that stuff. So anyways, it got to the point where I was maxing out. And I was like, fucking. And then when I finally maxed out, she was like, "You maxed out. I don't know what to tell you." And I was like, "What you mean maxed out?" Now I'm acting surprised. "What you mean maxed out? What you mean? What you talking about?" Bitch, basically, your ass ain't got no more money. And if you going to continue school, your ass paying out of pocket. Oh my God, are you serious? Now I'm acting surprised and shit. Like she ain't been telling me this shit for the last 2 years. So, maxed out. And another thing too, I was on financial aid probation, which basically meant, in my case, what was going on with me was I would sign up for these classes. So say, for example, I would sign up for 15 hours or 18 hours. After I got my refund check, trifling, young, and stupid. I'm just telling y'all the truth. After I would get my refund check, I would drop classes. So I would sign up for like 18, 15 hours, get my refund check. I'm like, "Oh, this is too many hours." I'll drop down to 9 or 6. And she used to always tell me, "You better stop that shit. You better stop that shit. They gonna catch y'all. They gonna stop. They gonna cut your ass off. I'll be all right. I'm gonna just do it this one semester. One from 1 semester to 2 semesters to 3 semesters, financial aid probation. Nuh-uh. Because you think you slick." So that was my case. So anyways, once I got back into school again, because like I said, I was in and out of school. Anytime I got back into school, because I didn't have the money to pay out of pocket, and because I was on financial aid suspension, I would always have to write a letter and beg for money. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I got into school, because I think I was cool with her, and because she knew the people on the financial aid committee, they would always give me what I needed. It wasn't none of that Tyrone Hankerson type of shit. So for example, if I wrote my letter, "I need $3,000. I had to also submit my schedule. I had to also submit my financial aid bill. The bill that says what I owe them. And then they would determine, okay, based on this, we'll give you $3,000. But they was only going to give you what you needed for that semester. It wasn't, "Oh, we're going to give you $5,000 even though you only need $2,000. No. We're only going to approve you for this dollar amount." And it's so weird because once I got on financial aid suspension and once I had to write these letters every semester, then I started doing better in school, making straight A's and B's. the weirdest shit. The weirdest shit. I don't know if it was because my feet was to the fire, and I knew that if I fucked this up, it was pretty much the end of it, you know? So anyways, they would approve me, and then it actually got to the point where my financial aid counselor told me, hey, I think they pretty much sick and tired of you. Like, girl, they done approved you and overrided the system, you know, for you, you know, 4 and 5 and 6 times. So, and this was like, now I have 15 hours left. This is real life. I have 15 hours left in school. So, but she was just basically like, yeah, girl, like, I don't know what you're gonna do, because I think they pretty much sick and tired of you. Like, they did what they can do, and basically, like, they not about to keep sticking their necks out for you, because now, like, they've been approving this shit for 5 and 6 times. Like, okay, whatever. The rest is on you, basically. So what I'm trying to get to is, it's hard for me to believe that there was not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people at that motherfucking financial aid office that did not know what the fuck was going on. If it took a table full of people to decide if I was going to be eligible to receive $3,000, who the fuck was giving Tyrone $64,000 in one semester? Who approved that? When that shit hit the system, didn't no red flag pop up? What they didn't think nobody needed to be audited? Wasn't no verification needed? If it took a table full of people, a whole committee, to decide semester after semester after semester if I was gonna get 3,000, 2,000, 1,500, whatever I needed for my 6 or 9 hours, because at that time I was working full time. So I would never take 12 hours. So if it took a full committee to decide on little old me, if I could get 3,000, then bitch, who the fuck was deciding on him if he was gonna get 64,000? Who the fuck? I need some answers. Tyrone knew what was going on. This is what happened. Tyrone knew someone in that financial aid office. He said he had access to the point where he would send out emails. Bitch, I wasn't even sending out emails, bitch. I wasn't answering no phone calls. I wasn't talking to no parents. I wasn't talking to no students. Tyrone knew someone in that financial aid office. It's some shady shit going on in that office. And he was a part of it. Because you see, Tyrone knew. There's no way that they were giving out this amount of money and no one in the financial aid office knew. So Tyrone knew, other motherfuckers knew, because they was also in on it. But unfortunately for Tyrone, he gonna take the fall for it. Now, if he had any motherfucking sense, what he should have did was take that $64,000 the first time he got it. He should have finished school, and then his ass should have applied at another university for his graduate degree and been done with Howard University. But you know what he did? He got greedy. He started posting shit on social media. Another semester down, another bag secured. What bag you securing, bitch? You on the work study program. You're not even really considered no real employee of the university, from what I understand. So what bag are you securing? Because, bitch, my bag was only $10 an hour, $20 hours a week max. But see, that's what happened when y'all hoes get on social media. Y'all hoes get on social media. I'm so happy social media wasn't really around when I was in school. The most we had was Black Planet and MySpace. And when nobody really, bitch, we was too focused on simple clothes like Tommy Hilfiger and Polo. Bitch, wasn't nobody worried about no Gucci and Prada. I swear to God, nobody wasn't, bitch. We were too busy drinking Taco Vodka at the club and making sure we had our polo boots. Okay? Bitch, and if we had that, bitch, you could tell us shit. Not a motherfucking thing. So, yeah. I'll say this much. I do understand. I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know, Tyrone is trying to paint this picture of I come from a poor family. My estimated family contribution was 0. You know, they're trying to paint this picture of him coming from a poor family. That he balls on a girl. Listen, girl, you was wearing Gucci, Prada, and Versace, girl. Traveling around the world. You hired your own personal photographer, girl. Tyrone, you got greedy. You got caught up, and instead of you just stopping, like, I just hate to say a normal person, not normal, because some of y'all hoes just get greedy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Look, a lot of people, I think, you can say what you want to, but a lot of people, if you thought you had the chance to get some free money, you would probably take it. But I think like some people like me, bitch, I'm gonna take that 64,000, bitch. But bitch, I already know what my game plan gonna be. I'm gonna take this 64,000. I'm trying to hurry up and get the fuck out of this school. And then after I finish this school, bitch, I'm transferring to a whole nother motherfucking school for graduate school. I'm not dealing with this school no more. Bitch, I'm done. Bitch, I know I'm doing something. I know I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing anyways. And then on top of what I don't understand about a lot of people is when you know you're doing something, that's like you going to the store. That's like you going to a store and stealing shit and then you posting it on the Instagram. Why are you posting stolen fashions and stolen shit on the Instagram? You see what I'm saying? You know you stole it. I ain't posting nothing. If I was to ever steal some shit, I'm not going to post it on the gram. I'm not. What kind of motherfucking sense that make? So anyways, yeah, in conclusion, I think Tyrone knew. Tyrone, you know, I've been back and forth. I think that you were young and dumb. I think you knew what was going on. I think that it was a lot of y'all in the financial aid office that knew what was going on. Unfortunately, you have become the face of a scam. And that's just what it comes down to. You are now the face of the Howard University scam that happened in 2018. You are always going to be known as Joe Anderson. You are always going to be known as a real life scammer. You see anybody else pictures out? You are the only one that everybody is talking about. You did all that hard work in undergrad school and graduate school to become a lawyer just for all this shit to go down the drain. This is what happens when motherfuckers get greedy. Not only is the fact that you really kind of stole, but it's the fact that you got greedy too. You probably could have got away with this if you just would have did it one time and went on by your business. But you didn't. And now you caught up. You two weeks away. I think you're graduating soon. A month away from graduating. Girl, for what? Who gonna hire you, girl? Who was gonna hire you, girl? That man who your lawyer, the family friend? Girl. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Good luck, girl.